explain to you later. You see the balloon, even though you can't see the air, but you say, yes, there is air in the balloon. Because why? You have knowledge about air. So even you don't see, you still say, yes. You will stand firm, yes. There's certainty of vision. Even though you can't see the air, but because of a certainty of knowledge about air, there is air inside there. There's certainty of vision. So now I will give you, inshallah, the certainty of knowledge. Bear with me and follow the lecture now. At the beginning, there's Allah. Nothing else, nothing. Nothing else, Allah. The only one, the only existent. Only one exists, Allah. Nothing else exists. The only existent, Allah. Then he want to create. He say, be. Now that is a question. Again, beginning Allah alone. Then he say, be. The point is to whom? He's alone. To whom? He's alone. And that way, Imam Imran Hussein say, the question which remains, however, and which is extremely complex and difficult is what is the relation between creator and creations? If they are two distinct entities, then Tawhid will fall. Because at the beginning, there is more than one. At the beginning, he's alone. So to whom he say be? So that is very complicated. So the Sharia people say, well, he say be to emptiness and then creation come out. Now you are saying there is another existence, there is emptiness. There is no emptiness also, only Allah exists. If there is emptiness, according to Professor Ramadan Al-Buti, then he cannot be God. Because there is another one. The emptiness is an existence itself. Okay? Cannot. So when he say be to whom, when he's alone, the irrefutable conclusion, he spoke to himself. He spoke to himself. Be. There are no other existence there, only him. It's just that you're singing to yourself in the bathroom because the cat even have ran away, cannot stand your voice. So you're singing to yourself in the bathroom. The same way Allah say, be is to himself. And what happened? A subtle part of him, infinitesimal and quintessential, small part of him, subtle, latifa, subtle. Verily Allah is subtle, small part of him become creation. Small part of him become creation. So when we are talking now about God, we are talking about that small part, not all. We are talking about the tail of the elephant, not the elephant. And that differentiates us from Wahdatul Wujud. Wahdatul Wujud, we talking about the whole elephant. No, only a subtle part of him, okay? So you can see, Jesus say, all creation, including time and space, put into one is less than a grain of sand to God, or just like a drop of water to the ocean. Very subtle part of him, like not everything put together, space and time, everything together. Jesus said, not bigger than a particle of sand to Allah, or just like a drop of sand, a drop of water to the ocean. Okay, and the Big Bang say, science say, is not bigger than subatom. Okay, that become all creation, including space and time. And the prophet say, the seven heaven and the earth are lesser than a linseed to Allah. So you can see here, when he commanded be, you found that his subtle part of him emerged, and that become his countenance, wajah. his container, or his face, or his feature, or we call it container, okay? Wajah. Yeah. And because even though it's a tail of elephant, it's still part of the elephant. So this subtle part of him still is nothing on, you cannot describe it. Nothing is like him. There's none unto like him. No vision can grasp him. That means we don't know anything about it. No form. It's not the, you cannot give him a form. You cannot synchronize him with others. It's part of Allah. Although a small part, but it's still part of Allah. It's unknown. You cannot give an example. Okay? So after that subtle part of him appeared, then the command, let there be light. And suddenly this container become light. And that is in the Surah An-Nur is here. Allah is the light of the heaven, and the earth, His light is like niche. So the niche there, okay, become lighted. Now once lighted, it become different. Because remember, if it is still the container, there's no form, no shape. Totally unknown. But when He said, let it be light, and the niche become lighted, then it has a formation already. And that formation is called the essence. See? The essence, Zat. The Zat, the essence. Okay? Okay, let there be light, and once the niche become lighted, it becomes the essence. And the prophet say, you are the essence. You the essence, are the origin and the end of all creations. Okay? The essence is the obligatory existence, and from there come the probable existence. Wajibul wujud and mungkinul wujud. Okay? So you can see here, when he say be, you see that the white is the essence. So the white is the, just now you see the white is the, see that round one? Right? That is the container, right? Then it got colored. Okay? That is the essence. The essence comes from the container. Okay? It's of certainty without doubt. There is Professor Ramadan. Without any doubt at all, that creation of probable existence, the mungkinu wujud, come from the obligatory existence, the wajibul wujud. So from the essence come the creations. So again, remember this. First, the container. Okay, when Allah say be the container. No form, no shape, we don't know how, because it's part of God, subtle part of God. Then after that, this content become lighted up, got a form, and that is the essence. And from the essence manifested other creations. So the essence is a wajibul wujud, the obligatory existence for the probable existence to exist, or the mungkinul wujud to exist. So from the wajibul wujud come the mungkinul wujud. Okay, from the essence come all other creation, including space and time. So the knowledge you must remember, the container first, then come the essence, then come the forms, all other forms. When Allah say be the container first, then from that manifested become the essence or Zat, and from there come the other forms. Okay, so this you must remember. So we can put it this way. I'll come back to it later. The form is the sifat. The essence is the hakikat. And the container is the ma'rifat. Okay? Sifat, hakikat, ma'rifat. We'll come to that. Okay? So, that is certainty of knowledge. The certainty of knowledge that the container first, then come the essence, then come the other forms. Okay, so certainty of vision. So if you use a ma'rifat point of view, you see the containment. If you use the secondary vision, the hakikat vision, you see the essence. And you use the natural vision, you see the sifat. So if you see only the sifat, you are blind. You are blind. Because you see all this in front of you, nothing more. And if you see after the sifat, you see the essence. That is the vision, the hakikat vision. Hakikat. And from the hakikat vision, you can come to the ma'rifat vision or primary vision. So after the essence is the containment. Okay, so that is the natural vision. The second, then this I can see natural vision, that is sifat. Secondary vision, hakikat, and the primary vision, ma'rifat. Okay, so when you use ma'rifat, you only see the containment. And all Sufis, most of the time, primary vision. They don't use secondary or natural vision. Their mind straight to the containment. It's like, if I say, can you look at your bedroom now? All of you can look in the bedroom. Where's the bed? Where's your almari or cupboard? You can see. What happened to the wall? Disappear. Same here. If you use the Marifat vision, everything is annihilated and you know that you are facing the containment because he exists. You said just now, the pillar of faith, you must believe Allah exists. Right? That's number one, the existence of Allah. So when you annihilate the form, annihilate the essence, you know you are facing the containment. Because you had said Allah exists. So there must be him, the subtle part of him is there. So the vision you can see from the form, that is a natural vision or sifat. You annihilate that, become secondary vision. Annihilate that private vision, there is a ma'rifat. It's the same like you see the rubber slipper, you see the desk, table, you know the rubber, the slipper is from the rubber and the desk is from the wood. That's the hakikat. The sifat is a slipper, the sifat is a table, the hakikat is the rubber or wood, and then the ma'rifat is a tree. See? So, if you see the slipper, you can straightway see the tree. That is the ma'rifat vision. You see the slipper, you straightway can see the rubber. That is the hakikat vision. Okay? Similarly, you see the table, you see the wood. That is the hakikat vision. You see the tree, that is the ma'rifat vision. As I say, the Sufi always ma'rifat vision. They don't see the form, they don't see the creation. Straightway they're seeing the containment. Because they believe Allah exists. So even though I can't see you, O Lord, but I know I'm looking at you. And you are looking at me. Okay? Because of certainty of knowledge that he exists. Okay? So you see, once you understand that, we can go in further. Again, I repeat this. When he say be, it is to himself. Is it the whole of himself because creation? No. That is the concept of wahdatul wujud, pantheism. Behind all these is God. No. When he say be, only to his small part of himself, the subtle part of him, become all creation. It's not that he, all part of him become creation, then there's no different creator and creation. It's the same. No, only a little bit of him. We come from a little bit of him. That is a subtle part of him. And then from there, emerge the essence, that is the wajibul wujud, obligatory existence, Why obligatory? Because from there come all other forms which are probable, because it come from the obligatory. So there is a mungkinul wujud. Okay, remember this. So the marifat is the container, the hakikat is the essence of zat, and the sifat are all the forms, other forms. Now, when you annihilate, throw away the form, you have the essence. Then you're looking at the hakikat. When you move away, move the hakikat aside, you have the container. That is the ma'rifat, the primary vision. Now let me tell you this: you can't move away the container, because that is part of Allah. You can't. Okay, so Sufi will annihilate the sifat mentally, annihilate the essence mentally, and know he's facing Allah. Although the subtle part of it, still we are facing him. So everywhere you turn, that's me. So this is the form. This the form. All of you forms. Behind this form, what? The essence. Behind the essence, what? The container. Can you annihilate the container? No, because that's part of Allah. You can annihilate the form here. You can annihilate the essence, but you cannot annihilate the container, because it's part of Allah. So when you annihilate the form, you annihilate the essence, who are you looking at? You are looking at him, and he's looking at you. Is it true? Yes, because you say he exists. So when you annihilate all this, the one left eternally is him. But you can't see him, but you know he's there. It's like you see the balloon, you know the air is there, because you have knowledge about the air. Now you have the knowledge, the sifat, the hakikat, and the marifat. Natural, secondary, primary vision. When you get rid of the form, that is sifat. You get rid of the essence, that's the hakikat. Then you are facing the container. Even though you don't see, because you have knowledge, you know he must be there. Like you see the balloon just now. Even though you didn't see the air, you know it's there. The air is in there. But you don't see, but you know. Same when you annihilate this form, you annihilate this essence, hey, you're facing him, man. Don't fool around. Wherever you turn, there is no container. Everywhere you turn. No, everywhere you turn. So when you reach this level, you don't see the form anymore. You don't see the essence anymore. Your vision is straight to the container. Wherever you turn, there's me. Okay. So we now go further to knowledge of God. God is immeasurable. You can't measure him. Why? Look, the subtle part of him become the whole creations, including the essence. The universe, the planet, space, time, all put into one. Just a little bit of himself. So you know how great is he? How big he is? All of this put together. Jesus say not bigger than a particle of sand. Science say not bigger than a semi-atom. Rasulullah say not bigger than a linseed. No. To him, to Allah, that subtle part of him. So truly he is very great. Vast, high. You can see, look here. That is the essence. Then the essence become the form. See the form, we are the forms. And look, just a tiny weeny bit. Allah is greater than that. The Allahu Akbar. No, great, vast, high. We are tiny, weeny bit. Now you understand with your grandchild say, hey, grandma, the moon so big I can see. The sun so big I can see. How come Allah is great I don't see? You say, child, you put everything together. It's not bigger than a particle sand to Allah. So how you're going to see him? Right? You bring your grandchildren to the picnic at the beach. You say, Grandma, the ocean is so wide, so vast. How come I can see them, but Allah is so vast I can see? Right? How come? You say, hey, you put this together, all the ocean, everything together, including the space and time all together, not bigger than a particle of sand. That how big, how vast he is. Same, I can see the sky so high, Grandma, where Allah so high I can't see. Same thing. How high the creation was put together, not bigger than a particle of sand or subtle part of him. That's why he is great, infinite, the most high. Are you clear this? This three things you clear? Is great, infinite, most high. Because all creation put together is just a subtle part of him. Okay? And that's why Jesus said, God is so immeasurable that I tremble to describe him. Okay? So when you answer your grandchildren, truly Allah is great, vast, and most high. Because all that you see, my child, including the outer space, the universe, the space and time, you put together to Allah, not bigger than a particle of sand. So truly is immeasurable, is great, infinite, and most high. Okay? Then he's the manifest and the hidden. See, he's the manifest and the hidden. What you mean by that? Look at this. Right? From the container manifested the essence. From the essence manifested the creations. The container is hidden. So I'm the hidden and I'm the manifest. Because the essence and the creation manifested from me. And I'm the hidden. Are you clear? This one. Huh? So when you get rid of the manifestation, you see the hidden. And that is the container. Okay? I'm the hidden, I'm the manifest. From the container, the essence manifested. From the essence, the creation manifested. All this come from the container, which is hiding behind it. Okay? So he's the manifest, he's the hidden, because the essence and creations manifested from the container. The container is the hidden. Huh? God is encompassing because he's subtle. He encompasses all. You see, like we have 50 trillion cells that make up ourselves, our body. 50 trillion cells, very small. Inside got atom and whatnot, hydrogen, nitrogen. Who encompasses all this? His subtle part. You see, like you see the ice ball. You see it's round like that. But you look closely, it's the shaved ice that come together. That too is. The minute ice come together become the ice ball. It's like that. It's subtle. So you see the atom, but the one that encompasses the atom is his subtle part. He's the subtle. And he is that encompasses all, and verily he encompasses all. You can see, right? The container encompasses the creation. The container encompasses the essence, encompasses. Okay. So he encompasses all. You can see example here. The wood encompasses the whole sculptures. The wood. And that is the hakikat, the wood. The marifat, the tree. Okay, look, I can show you this one. You see, that is the form. The shape is the form. The wood encompasses the form. That's the hakikat. And the tree, this is a form from a tree. The tree encompasses all. That is the marifat. So the countenance encompasses the essence and the form, like this tree. Okay, the form, the shape, the wood encompasses the shape, everything wood. But you see from bottom the root there. So this is a tree. The tree encompasses all. Okay, okay, you clear this one, right? Then God is seeing, all hearing, all knowing. How is it? Look at this. Look at this example. You see the form. What bird are they? What bird? Can you recognize? Owl. That is the form. But this bird are made from where? From what? The wood. The wood come from where? Sea. So the tree encompasses the wood and the form. You understand? So the essence come from the countenance. The form come from the essence. The countenance encompasses the essence and the form. Like the tree encompasses the wood and the form. You clear this? That what it means, encompasses all. But because of this, since it encompasses all, let me ask you this. If one person pull one hair out of your scalp, do you feel it or not? Pull a hair, do you feel it or not? Surely you feel it, because that hair is part of you. So in this case, the wood is part of the tree. The wood, sorry, the forms are the forms are part of the wood, and the wood is part of the tree. So if you knock the form, of course the tree will know, because it encompasses. Similarly, if your hair people pull, sure you feel it. And that's how Allah hearing, seeing, and all-knowing, because every part He encompasses. Okay, so He knows what is going on, what is happening. Okay, so in our body He encompasses. His subtle self encompasses here. Space and space here also He encompasses. Place also He encompasses. His subtle part. So He knows, like if you damage the form, the owl there, surely the tree will know, because He encompasses the wood and the form. So it's the same thing. Allah countenance encompasses the essence and the form. So anything done to this, He knows. Like, as I say, one person pull a hair of your scalp, you know. Even this tiny, weeny hair, you feel the pain, because it's part of you. So the essence and the form, part of the containment, manifestation. So what you do to His manifestation, He knows. That's why He's all-knowing, all aware, all hearing, all acquainted. Now, let me try to be more precise and guide you to understand here. Let's switch off. Just don't do it. I just use example. Okay, let's switch off the light, and then I give you all bottle of whiskey, and we drink the whiskey. The light is off. Can Allah see it? Yes or no? How? Yes, that's the question. How He sees that we drink? How? What? No? What at the bottle? Why? You see? All frightened to say. How you see it? Right? Behind this space, who encompasses? What? You learned just now. This is the form. Behind the form is what? The essence. Behind the essence is what? So behind this empty space is a form. Behind the form is what? Behind the essence, encompassing. So does he see? Yes or no? If you drink the bottle of whiskey, the bottle is the form. Behind the bottle is what? The essence. Behind the essence, surely he sees. What about the water? The liquor itself. The liquor itself. The liquor at the end of the day speak, yes, he drank me, he drank me. Right? How can the liquor speak? Because the liquor is the form. Behind is what? The essence. Behind it, the container. You cannot escape. No way. It encompasses all. Okay? You cannot hide from him. Every nook and corner he encompasses. Okay? Behind this wall, what do you have? What? The essence. Behind the essence, what you have? Is he looking at us now? Yes. He's looking at us now. That's why I'm all seeing. All right? I'm all seeing. And if we curse Allah now, we curse in this room. Does he hear it? Yes or no? What behind this wall? Behind the essence? What behind this empty space? The essence. Behind the essence? Yes, it encompasses all. You can't escape. Let's say you hate your mother-in-law. She come to visit you and your heart say, Ayah, why this old lady want to come to my house? Why doesn't the lorry knock her down on the way? So she died now. Can Allah hear what in your heart? How come? What behind your body, what is it? Behind the essence. So does he hear your heart what you say? Yes. And Allah said in the Quran, I know what transpires in your heart. Of course he knows. Okay. So he's all seeing, all who aware, all hearing, well accounted and watchful. You can't escape from him. Okay. Then he's the first and the last, of course. Before essence, the first creation, and other creation, the containment first. Okay, so you have the essence and creation. Okay, he's the first and he's also the last. Last, what happened? From the creation annihilated, left the essence. Essence annihilated, left the containment. He's the first and the last. Everything will perish except his containment. Here. You know this point, wherever you turn, there is my containment. When I was young, my father, my uncle, or they are in the tariqat, and they are looking for the answer. Wherever you turn, there's him, but they cannot find the answer. As I say, this level is high level. Unless you are guided, you won't know. And they are searching, they can't find. Alhamdulillah, many attended my class, they say, oh my God, some 30 years, 40 years looking, wherever you turn, there's him. Again, you see here, wherever you turn, you say there is the verse here. Wherever you turn, there is Allah's containment. Let me ask you, you looking at me in front, right? Of course, you will see a handsome one. You see me in front, right? Please don't look down on me because behind me is what? What do you see behind? The essence. Behind the essence, what? The containment. So if you look at me and you annihilate the form and the essence, the containment. You look the other side. You annihilate the form, annihilate the essence. You see what? Containment. Behind also, everywhere you turn, if you look with the Ma'rifat vision or the primary vision, everywhere you turn, there's me, my containment. Wajah, my containment. No. So you look at the floor, can you see its containment? Yes or no? Yes. So one of our brother, when he found the truth, he was shivering. I said, what? Why? I can't walk. Why? His containment. How to walk? I said, did Rasulullah walk? Yes. So we have his sunnah, follow his sunnah. Don't damage thing deliberately or what. Just walk. Then he could walk, you know. And he says, Allah says, and not a leaf fall, but he knows it. So you see, the leaf fall, the space, that's the form. Behind the space, what? Essence. Behind the essence is what? Containment. Same. Behind the leaf, the essence. Behind the essence, the containment. Okay. So he definitely, wherever you turn, there's him. It's like, these are like one-way mirror. He's looking at us, right? But we can't see him, but he's looking at us. All this is like one-way mirror. Huh? So if you understand that, and this thing sink into you, you will cry. You will shiver because you realize, oh my God, now I really realize that he's seeing me, he's seeing me, he's seeing me. You cry. And you will shiver, you know. But this is like one-way mirror, see? So behind the form, the essence is the containment. So the form and essence like one-way mirror. So see, you annihilate the form, annihilate the essence. You see the tree, same here. You annihilate all the wall, you see your bedroom. Your house also wall all annihilated, you see the bedroom. Similarly, when you annihilate all this form, annihilate the essence, the containment, and that one you cannot annihilate, part of Allah, eternal. Okay. And therefore, that's enlightenment. Let me show you. First, you have the containment. When you say be, the containment come, appear. Then from the containment come the essence. From the essence come the forms. Okay, that's your room, and you are sitting there in your room, looking in your room. Now there is certainty of knowledge. Again, certainty of knowledge, the essence, the containment, the essence, the form, and you are in there. Certainty of knowledge is the essence, the containment, the essence, and the form. Now get rid of the form. Okay? Get rid of the essence. You have the containment. Although you don't see it, don't see him, he's seeing you. It's like, look here. I have a sweet in my hand, you all know. I close it. Even though you didn't see, you say, yes, the sweet is there. Similarly, you all know Allah exists. The knowledge is there, certainty of knowledge. Allah exists. And therefore, if you didn't see him also, you would know you are looking at him. And it's looking at you. And what you see here, I know that you exist, O Allah, even though I can't see you. And right now, I can feel that you're looking at me. And that, if this sink into you, you will tremble and cry. First time in your life, you feel that it's looking at you, and you're looking at him even though you can't see him. And then you will change to be a better person. Okay? Indeed, those who fear their Lord unseen. Okay? And you see here, this guy, I can feel your existence, O Allah, even though I can't see you. Behind this wall, what are they? Is there? What is there? Behind this wall, the essence. Behind the essence, what is there? So when you get rid of the wall, get rid of the essence, who are you looking at? Who are you looking at? The container. Can you get rid of the container? Yes or no? No, because part of Allah is eternal. So you are facing Him. Once you have knowledge, you know this is like a one-way mirror. One-way mirror is looking at us, but we can see Him. And that's why this guy, I can feel your existence, oh God, even though I can't see you. And the Quran says, you see their eyes overflowing with tears because of what they have recognized as the truth. Okay? When you recognize this as a truth, you will cry, you will tremble, because you turn around, oh my God, I've done a lot of sin. I was not aware that He encompasses all and looking at me. And that, oh my God, you shake down, or you really cry, because we are stupid to not to understand that He's looking at us. Okay? Because we have no knowledge. Now we have. So be careful. So then the awakening come to you. Let it be known that divine existence is clear as crystal. Again, look at this. This very carefully. Listen carefully, this one. Let it be known that divine existence is clear as crystal. Again, I'm asking you. Behind the wall is what? Behind the essence is what? Everywhere you turn, there is what? The essence and the container. Is it crystal clear? Yes, that Imam Ghazali say is crystal clear, but you require knowledge of God, Marifatullah. Then you are not blind. You are not blind. You can see, you can feel it. Okay. The knowledge of God is derived from true consciousness. You are conscious, oh my God, I'm looking at Him behind this wall, at Him. That true consciousness, and that where you break down, where a person is truly conscious of his existence, or his absoluteness, or his exaltedness. You know, you turn around and say, oh my God, I'm looking at Him, oh my God, and then you fall down and cry. Once the veil is lifted, what is the veil? The form and the essence. Once the veil is lifted, the truth shall be seen. What is the truth? The container. As clear as crystal and without doubt at all. Yeah. Again, I ask you, once the veil is lifted, I'm now lifted the veil of the form. The form, I lifted it up. What the next one? What's the next one? After the form is lifted, what? Okay, I lift the veil of essence. What is there now? Container as clear as crystal without any doubt. See? Without any doubt, you turn around when you lifted the veil. And thou was heedless of this. You are blind to this. Allah said, you are blind to this. Now we have removed that veil from the certainty of knowledge. You have the certainty of vision. The veil is lifted, and sharp is thy sight this day. Once you have this knowledge, you see His container. Okay? You have a sight that's sharp this day. Those who stand in awe of God, when you're standing and you shiver, knowing that everywhere you turn, the container is looking at you, you shiver. Although it's beyond the reach of their perception. I mean, you can't see Him, but you know certainty of knowledge You have certainty of vision. He's there and looking at you, and that you stand in awe. Okay. When Allah willed to have his servant better than others, we fill his spiritual self with light of enlightenment and endow him with priority as well as blessing. And he will open the door of inspiration as well as honor him with consciousness. Thus awaken him from the slumber of the many. You were blind before you come into this room. Now you have the knowledge that when you look at this form, you get rid of it. The essence, get rid of it. You're looking at the container of him, looking at you. You know, you are awakened. You are no longer blind. Here again. Verily, he was sound asleep with others, say sound asleep. Sleeping intoxicated. When this situation was lifted, when the veil is lifted, due to a powerful knock to your heart, bring your consciousness back. By the force of truth, then his heart is open, ready to be enlightened like that of others before him. Okay, once you understood this, you are enlightened. You know, even when you're on your own, you will start crying. When this hit you, oh, why I'm stupid. I do not realize this. Behind all this is containers looking at me. You start crying. Okay? Now, once you have achieved this, awakening, you have to support it. Keep being holistic. Keep on. Because once the impact reaches you, you change. You're like being born again. You are reborn, a new person. And you are clean. Your mind clean, everything clean. You are reborn when you are enlightened. But you have to support the situation by zikrullah. Zikrullah is to remember God. Zikr is an Arabic word, means remember. Although at times it may mean utterance, but most of the time it appears in the Quran or prophet hadith, it means to remember. So zikrullah means remember Allah. Remember Allah. And Rasulullah say utterances, Allah, 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 who. Rasulullah utterances without remembering Allah will harden the heart. And surely Allah keeps away from those with hardened heart. So you must remember him. And how you remember him? If you remember him, he will remember you. That is a promise in the Quran. Remember me and I shall remember you. And you see, Rasulullah said the best worship, the act of worship is zikrullah, remembering Allah. And this better than jihad, better than charity, no? Giving gold or silver is zikrullah. Remember Allah again. Now, the step I show you, your mind first, this mind. But once you awaken, your mind will be very clean. So, all right, remember him. How you remember him? You say in your mind, don't spell it. Allah is not spelling. Don't have any form, any shape. Just remember Allah. Allah, then focus. You focus like this one. Focus. And remember, nothing is like him. Nothing is like him. Not your vision grabs him. So when you remember Allah, there's no form, no shape, not writing, not color, not sound. It's invisible. Just remember Allah. And after that, focus your eyes to the remembrance of Allah. So you have the Allah in your mind, the remembrance there, focus. When you focus, your eyes got stuck. You can't open when you focus. You don't focus, it open. But once you focus, it's stuck. And you are focused. Put your eyes to your mind. Focus to the remembrance of Allah. And once you your inner eyes are focused, your eyelid are closed, locked, you lock it. You can't open. Then the link is there. You remember him, he remember you. I'm with those who remember me. If in him he remembers me, I shall do likewise. Remember me and I shall remember you. So keep on remembering him and then be steadfast. Steadfast. Okay. Continue as long as you can. Every day practice until it becomes habitual. All the time you can remember him. Practice it. Haristah, prophet companion, nighttime he will worship, whole night, daytime he fast, and as if he can see Allah's throne. When Rasulullah was informed, Rasulullah said, Haristah had achieved a solid understanding of faith and that he must continue to be steadfast in his act of worship. So first, the Sufi, the Zikrullah, very important. It's like a candle, lighted candle in the dark. You must keep on continuing, remember Allah. Remember, no form, no shape, nothing. Just remember him, focus, and be steadfast, okay? We come to practice later in the afternoon. Then at night, please wake up, pray the night worship or tahajjud. I always encourage people to start with 20 because tahajjud no limit. Start with 20, okay? Then 3 rakaat witir. Okay. The night prayer, then fast. I fast 6 days a week for many years, except when I'm traveling, I don't. But if back to my Singapore, I'll fast 6 days a week. Even I got heavy case trial in court for 5 days, 6 days, I will stand there, I'm fasting. Okay, so there's no big deal about it. No? You must fast. Only 5 days you can fast. And that is the 2 Hari Raya, Idul Fitri, Idul Adha, and the 3 days of Tashriq you can. Other days you can. For Sufi, we fast because we want to tame our wild desire. But you want to follow the Sharia, you can follow the fasting of Daud. That means Monday, Wednesday, Friday, alternate. But Sufi every day to put down our urge or desire. Then charity, give to charity. Read the Quran. There is the book from our Lord. If your girlfriend letter, you keep on reading, it is from our Lord. Read. You see this old lady, she read, she inshallah won't be senile. The eyesight will be good, inshallah. Read. Then also austerity, live moderately. Don't be too materialistic. You see this guy, Ahmad, what I can't remember his name, is Ahmadinejad. He's the president of Iran. You see how simple is sleep. Okay? Austerity. And then you must have love. Allah said people who are God-fearing, God will put love in his heart. Okay? We must have love, not hate or what. We must love all creatures, big and small. Okay? Like this, although it's handicapped, but still love the cat. Okay? Then you must hold on to Sharia. Sharia, especially in the way we have to pray. Sharia, where there are a lot of infighting among the school, don't bother about that. But like Sharia, you must pray 5 times a day, that kind, yes. But certain Sharia, you can keep dog, you cannot keep dog. That one, don't get involved. That is their field, And be God-fearing. You see this guy? He says, oh Allah, I'm returning the money I stole from the mosque. It's not It's not fun to be sent to hell. They return back, God fearing. Okay. For those who fear the Lord unseen, for them is forgiveness and a reward. For believers are those who, when Allah is mentioned, feel a tremor in their hearts. I'm much informed of Allah. Rasulullah said, I'm much informed of Allah, and yet I fear him greatly more than all of you. So, my friend, look, turn wherever you turn. Don't see the form or the essence, but you know you are seeing the content. You know he's looking at you, and you are looking at him even though you didn't see him. Okay, we stop here. We will continue the third one after lunch.